Hey guys, it's Silver Snorlax, and I am back today with PSA returns. This is round 29. So, first order of business, just wanted to say thank you to that fantastic fan base that is all of you guys watching. You guys have been super cool. I know it has been a while since I've been able to upload any PSA related content to YouTube, as I have been so busy this holiday season yet again, just kind of working, doing my thing at my job, and trying to balance this has been just really difficult. So you guys have been more than patient, more than understanding. So huge thank you to all of you guys at home who are watching and supporting me. So huge thank you. So moving on into the round itself. This round is it's another fairly large round. I forget how big it is exactly. It's somewhere between 170 and 190 cards, I want to say. I believe that's the number we were at. So it's a big round. Lots of variation, again, something I like to see. Sometimes rounds I feel are very repetitive. They aren't all that interesting. Like, we'll see a whole bunch of Charizard, we'll see a whole bunch of a particular card that has come out recently that gets graded in a particular round, and it's not that the round is bad, it's just the round isn't as interesting as it could be. But in this case, round 29, it looks like we've got a pretty decent mixture of things. We've got sports cards, we've got Pokemon, of course, we've got Yu-Gi-Oh! We've got all kinds of cool stuff. So that's really kind of a really cool and unique round. I really like filming these kinds of videos when we have rounds that are very different. So don't want to delay it too much longer. I do want to get into the cards. We're just going to go ahead and start flying through like we always do. So we're going to start it off here with Mr. Do It All Day, who sent a couple times before. He sent some goodies here. So we'll start it off with an Ancient Origins Full Art Tyranitar. Came back near mint 8. Full Art Lugia also came back as near mint 8. And I believe centering was the issue for some of his cards here. Plasma Storm Charizard came back as a mint 9. A second one, also mint 9. Flashfire Toxicroak, just the half art variant, and it's gem mint 10. Here we have Mega Charizard EX, ultra rare mint 9. Something cool came back graded really high for such an old card. This is EX Fire Red and Leaf Green card from 2004. Little Crystal Shard variant going on. And one of my favorite full arts, Gengar EX from Phantom Forces, came back as a gem mint 10 for him. So very nice stuff from Mr. Do It All Day. Moving right along, we'll get a little more into some of the sports card stuff. These came from the Trading Carter. Again, another person who sent with me many times before. We'll start it up, and I know I will. I do have the tendency to botch some names, especially on cards I'm not super familiar with, but I'll try and get through these as I always do. I believe that's Amari Cooper. Team Trademarks, Draft Picks. It's a cool card. Nice little reflection to it. Looks like it's kind of a raised card. There's a little texture to it. Another Amari Cooper. Moving into some Pokemon here. We have first edition Eevee from Rocket. Came back as a mint 9. Gem mint 10 Ekans. Mint 9 Drowsy. Again, these are all Team Rocket from 2000 set. First edition The Boss's Way. It's a nice card. Mint 9. Challenge, mint 9. Digger, which I always thought was just kind of a weird and interesting card all at the same time. Goop Gas Attack, some really interesting trainers that came out of the Rocket set. I always thought their artworks and their actual powers and stuff that they did, well, I say powers, that should be effects they have, I always thought were pretty interesting for the time period they were released in. So another mint 9. Personal favorite of mine, Sleep, something I like to do. And of course Snorlax is featured there. Cool card, gem mint 10, so that's awesome. And a mint 9 Potion Energy. So typically on common cards like we have here, sometimes they get real picky. If you send a whole bunch of commons at once, they really take a good hard look at how the cards came out of. I'm assuming he pulled these. But like I can tell you right now, like little stuff is going to get you. Like it's not so much cornerware as it's like, something just to the side of the corner. Like if I zoom up, I can't even tell if you guys can see this on camera. But there's like a little teeny tiny white speck here that is part of what can drop your grade some. I'm sure there's something else on there for some of these cards, but sometimes PSA gets real particular if you send a whole bunch of cards from the same set. I have noticed that they'll grade to a higher standard, or they'll grade, well, I shouldn't say they grade to a higher standard, but they're very accurate. It would be a good way to put it. So something to keep in mind if you're sending a whole bunch of cards. You'll get really the cream of the crop. PSA 10s that are graded that way really are PSA 10s. They're magnificent cards. So moving on to Killer Red, who had kind of an interesting theme, really. He had Killer Red sent with me a couple times before, and I guess he's an Entei collector, so a lot of cards that he sent were Entei related. He did get one card graded that was, or came back as a no grade, I should say, and it was this really awesome card that I was really hoping would get slabbed, and I'm actually confused as far as to why it wasn't. I'll explain later, but yeah, that's just kind of the card. Here's his no grade information, but I thought it was a really awesome card. I was hoping it would come back slab, but I'll explain why I thought it was weird a little bit later here. So this is from Killer Red 09. Take a look at some of his. Magma Deck Kit, First Edition Gem Mint 10. Charizard EX. When you have one, you might as well grade it. That's a common thing. Top half of Sukin Entei Sukin and Entei Legend piece. So there's the top half, and we'll do just for show. We'll do the top and the bottom. Kind of get an idea of what they look like. I think this one came back in 9. This one came back in 8. Rockets Gang Strikes Back. Came back as a Gem Mint 10. It's a fantastic looking Entei. Battle Festa Pikachu. Highly common, highly collectible. That's one people are after for sure. Pokemon Center promo Mega Gengar. That's pretty cool. More Entei action. Gen Mint 10 here. Something from Dark Rush. This I thought was a pretty cool card. I really like the how this was drawn. In particular, the artist did a fantastic job here of just kind of having an Entei that really flows well within the artwork itself. It's a 2003 Aquapolis Entei. Bandit Ring Entei Gem Mint 10. Got another one of those, same grade. Another Bandit Ring Entei, also Gem Mint 10. And a second one. Sylveon from Rising Fist. Nice first edition there. And a second one. Both Gem Mint 10s. Some Poliwrath. Ancient Origins Entei. Came back as a Mint 9. Nice reverse there. It's a reverse rare actually. It's very cool. Here's reverse Entei from Aquapolis again. This one came back as a Mint 9, however. And a second one that came back as a Gem Mint 10. So it's got the it's getting the set there definitely. Entei from Neo Revelation. Really cool artwork. Unlimited version too. You don't see too many of those come through. Secret Wonders, Mint 9. Here's the first edition. Here we go. Came back as a Gem Mint 10. Another Ancient Origins Entei came back near Mint 8, and that is due to centering. I guarantee you. Take a look at that left border versus that right border. There's a significant difference. Absolutely beautiful full art Ancient Origins Entei. Very cool. So back-to-back Mint 9s. And then something I thought was cool. Here's your Entei, and you know how I was talking before about how I thought it was strange that the The silver Entei did not come back graded. They must be different sets. They look ridiculously similar, and I believe the way they were filed on the paperwork, they were pretty similar. I don't think they were exact, but they were pretty similar. So really confused why one got graded and one did not. So I would actually recommend resubmitting this for regrading just to see if they can actually do it. But the fact that they're able to do this one is just kind of strange to me, and they couldn't do the silver version. So, and then here we go. This is a great card. Neo Revelation Entei, first edition holographic. That's a really, really cool card. So there we go, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here for part 1 of this particular PSA return. We've got stacks of cards left to go here. So really great to be back. You'll see videos upload each day. I like to do these videos in parts, and when I do it in parts, I upload each day so you have something to watch each day. So thank you guys for, as always, being patient, and I'll have another upload again tomorrow.